Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Walk Tutorials. I am KoichiGZ, and in this video I'm going to do a weapon breakdown of the new weapon, so that is going to be the Hero Spear. So I actually finally got this weapon for using mileage points. So so this weapon is going to be I actually haven't done a whole lot with it, but from what I have done with it, it actually seems pretty good. So I want to go ahead and break it down. So pretty much this weapon here, its main attack power when it's leveled up to level 50 is going to be 172. Then in terms of what stats you get for the various levels, at level 1 you're going to get plus 5 to attack power if this is equipped on a guardian. At level 35 you're going to get plus 5% damage to dragons, level 40 plus 5% damage to question marked enemies, and then at level 45 you're going to get plus 12 attack power if you have expertise with this type of weapon. So so that's actually pretty good. So I want to go ahead into the abilities of this. So pretty much like the other weapons that we have seen so far for the 4th anniversary, this is actually going to have 2 sudden activation abilities, so I'm going to go over those first. Okay, so now that I'm at my Guardian, here I want to go over the 2 sudden activation abilities. So the first one you're going to see here on the left, this one is one that we have, one buff that we actually have seen recently with this particular event. This is going to be Ikinari Genkai Toppa, which is going to be sudden limit break. So with limit break, it's going to increase your defenses and attack capacity up to rank 3. So pretty much MP cost for this is 4% of your max MP, and consuming 4% of the wielder's max MP at the start of the battle, this gives them the limit break status. So this is going to last 4 turns. Then next to it you're going to see an icon buff that we haven't seen recently in videos or in new weapons. This is actually going to be called Miracle Boost. So we've originally seen this particular sudden activation ability for the Miracle Blade. So with this, this does or this costs 5 MP, and what it does, it puts an effect on the wielder at the start of the battle that heals the wielder for a certain amount depending on the weapon and physical technique damage done toward the enemy. So this is going to be effective for 4 turns. So with this, next I want to actually go over the abilities. So over here, this is going to be the first one, so Ashibarai, which is going to be leg sweep. So this is going to cost 4 MP, and what it does 120% physical technique damage to one enemy and has a chance of knocking them down. So that's going to be like this. So wasn't able to knock it down, but pretty much if I did, there would be like an X right under the actual monster's name icon. So with that, I want to go over the next ability. Okay, so the next ability that I want to go over is going to be right over here. So this is going to be yai baku daki. So this is going to pretty much be True Weapon Break. So with True Weapon Break, it's going to cost 28 MP, and it's described as breaking the blade. This does 410 weapon damage to the one enemy with a chance of greatly lowering the enemy attack power. So with the original weapon break, it only lowered the attack power by 1 rank. In this case, it can do it by 2 ranks for True Weapon Break. So going to be like this. So there, again, wasn't able to actually get that particular effect, but pretty much that's how actually it would look like in battle. So here next, I want to go over the next ability. Okay, so for the next ability that I want to go over is going to be right here. This is going to be Muso Dengeki. So this is going to be called Unrivaled Strikes. So with this does 200% weapon damage twice to all enemies. So a weapon in the past had pretty much the same ability name, but it actually had an effect that did damage to metal enemies as well. So this particular ability here does not have that. So yeah, so going to look like this. Okay, so for the next ability of this weapon is going to be a healing one, so going to be right here. This is going to be called Funki no Yashi, which is going to be healing of inspiration. So this actually costs 45 MP, and what it does, it recovers the HP of all allies, and recovers even more HP if the damage received by the character exceeds a certain number, and also increases HP skill recovery effectiveness, so going to be like this. So here, not doing a whole lot of healing because I don't really have anything souls doing that for me. But here, right there, you can see that I have a little buff that's going to increase my healing effectiveness. So now going to go over the final ability of this weapon. Okay, so back with my Guardian here, going to go over the final ability of the Hero Spear, which is going to be right here. This is going to be Miracle Impact. It's going to cost 50 MP, and what it does 900% weapon damage to one enemy. 1200% damage if the damage received by the character exceeds a certain number. Then this also increases the wielder's attack power and recovers a certain amount of HP to a party member with the lowest HP ratio. So it's going to be so pretty much this is going to be pretty much just the same like the Miracle Blade with this particular ability here. So going to be like this. So there you can see I got attack power increase. So yeah, that actually is quite good. So I want to go ahead and finish off this battle. So yeah, so this weapon so far has actually worked out quite good for me. But I guess I would say there is one thing that I do find maybe a tad bit at right now. So pretty much gonna go over right over here for this weapon. This weapon definitely has very good potential for the Guardian. So this actually makes the Guardian not just a very good attacker, but also a healer and defender as well. So almost, I wouldn't say, kind of an all-around character. So it can attack, heal, and also support. So an all-arounder, but pretty much focusing on defense. The one thing that I would say about this weapon is that like I mentioned before with Unrivaled Strike, there's a very similar ability that another spear has, but that ability or that spear actually does damage to metal enemies. So I was hoping that this one would actually do the same. But even in the end, it's not like I need another one since I actually do have pretty good ones, and I guess they don't want to have two of them for this event since right over here the Galaxy Blade does actually have a very good ability that actually attacks metal enemies. So yeah, so with that said, what I want to do now is actually take a look at a new soul. So pretty much with the 4th anniversary event, freeing all of the actual angels, you're actually going to get this particular soul right here. So this is going to be the Izayarl Soul. So with this it's going to be a yellow soul, so the main stats are mainly going to be your max HP and then also in your durability. So you can see 165 your max HP, so that's pretty high, and then also 119 in terms of your durability, so that's pretty high too. So in terms of the other stats, not so much. After that is going to be strength, which is plus 77. That's not so bad, but not so good either. But here, in terms of the abilities for the Izayarl Soul, you're going to get plus 5% to weapon and physical technique skill damage, plus 5% to HP recovery skill effectiveness, plus 5% to normal resistance. So that's going to be very good against Elgios. And then here for two abilities that are going to be only used for the Guardian. So here plus 22 durability, so that's actually quite good. And then here, so with this, pretty much if you have over 25% over 25% of your max HP and take damage that would actually kill you, you have a rare chance of being left with just 1 HP. So that's actually quite good, especially if this is going to be on a character that is going to be guarding. So with this, I'm going to lock this in. So yeah, yeah, that's going to be that weapon there. So the Hero Spirit and also the Izayarl Soul. So what's going to come next? Definitely I want to try out the super high difficulty quest. So hopefully I'll have that sometime soon. But with that said, I want to go ahead and end this video here. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.